How's it going, everyone? Dylan Fearon here. This is the first Crosstalk video installment. Again, I'm Dylan Fearon. Welcome to Crosstalk. Hope you enjoyed the first couple of blog posts so far. We've got a big weekend in NCAA cross country coming up at the Paul Short Invite in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at Lehigh University. And we got the Notre Dame cross country invite in South Bend, Indiana. It's a big weekend for teams, major COLAS points at stake at the Notre Dame cross country invite. Especially on the women's side, there are some big points to be had there because you got 3 of the top 4 teams in the country showing up in South Bend to show what they got and to get to major COLAS points for when the calculations are set up later in November. So start off with the Notre Dame cross-country invite. You got Providence, North Carolina, New Mexico. That's number 2, 3, and 4 respectively in the country. And then Notre Dame obviously hosting the invite. They are coming ready to play on the home course. Big advantage there. It's a great course over there in South Bend. And so Providence is obviously the favorite, ranked number 2 in the country. Ray Tracy, great coach. He's got some top-tier athletes already this year. Looking to dethrone New Mexico as the national champions. But, New Mexico comes in at number 4. They probably think their ranking's a little low for a team that won the national championship, brought up a bunch of guys back from that national championship winning team. And then you have NC State, too, who was young last year and now is ready to come and try to get that national championship. Yes, Colorado at number 1 is a great program, great team, but I see the 3 teams competing on Saturday could compete with the Buffs for the national championship come November. And then you look at the Paul Short Invitational, and the gold race this year is very, very stacked. I mean, on the men's side, you got 5 of the top 31 teams in the country facing off. You talk about Adams State's coming from D2. They're coming in to face some D1 squads. I mean, we've seen they call themselves giant killers, or else they've been deemed giant killers, but they don't seem like that. They think they're one of the giants. They think they're among the giants. And so as a D2 program from Colorado coming over to Pennsylvania on the East Coast to showcase their talents against some of Division I's top teams in the country, Georgetown shows up. They've got a great squad. They run their A squad. Talking about John Green, Amos Bodemeyer, Darren Fahey, Scott Carpenter. They're the real deal. This year the Hoyas are the real deal. And then you talk about the Ivies are showing up. You got Cornell. You got Dartmouth, who won Beantown a couple weeks ago. You got Columbia, who their A squad looks very, very good this season. So you're talking about 5 of the top 31 teams in the country. Let's not forget about Iona. They can run their A squad. Look at the workout they just did a couple of weeks ago, an 8 to 10 mile tempo. The top guys at a 10 mile tempo. It's supposed to be at 5:20 pace, but they pushed it a little bit, and you saw them hit 5 minutes, 5:03, 5:11. They looked very, very good in that workout event in Cortland Park 2 weekends ago. And so you're really looking at a lot of top teams in the country facing off this weekend. And on the men's side for the Notre Dame invite, how good is UTEP? They only have 6 runners on their entire team. 7 runners on their entire team. If one guy gets hurt, they don't even have a full team to go ahead with in a race. You need 5 to score, 7 as a team. They don't even have more than 7 guys all season, all Kenyan guys. But if their 7 guys are healthy, they can be very, very good. But they have no room for error. They cannot get hurt. No one can get DQ'd somehow. They need that full team. And you look at a team like Ole Miss. How good's Ole Miss? They're going to be Notre Dame. Craig Engels coming off historic Olympic trials in the 800 and the 1500, finishing 4th in both. I mean, you're 1 spot away from going to the Olympics in either event. He and the Rebels are looking to light it up in South Bend this weekend. So we're looking at a very, very, very stacked field at both the Notre Dame Invitational for women and the Paul Short Gold Race for men. Paul Short for women and Notre Dame for men are also going to be very, very big meets in terms of getting points and taking down ranked teams, etc. So be on the lookout for the results. I'll be back later in the weekend with the results. Stay tuned. It's going to be a really, really big day. Make sure you're following on Twitter. Make sure you're watching the races live streamed online. Just make sure you're tuning in because it's a big, big weekend for NCAA cross country, and it only gets bigger and bigger as we head to championship season, conference championships, New England championships, regional championships, and of course, the national championship in Terre Haute, Indiana. This is Crosstalk. Have a good one.